Hello and welcome to the We Can Study English revision guides for GCSE English and English Language, focusing on Section A of Unit 1, Understanding and Producing Non-Fiction Texts. We now move on to Question 2 in Section A. This asks you to examine and analyse a headline and a picture from a text you have been given in the insert. This means you need to be very fully aware of the purpose of the text and how it's meant to affect the reader. In the C candidate's response, there is an understanding of the feature, and the candidate gives evidence explaining how it is used. They're focusing here on the effectiveness of the presentational feature, and then go on to look at the language. This is a much stronger response than the previous attempt, and makes it clear that the candidate understands the purpose of the media text feature and how it affects an audience. At this point, the candidate links the headline to the text. But this is a missed opportunity because there isn't a clear and effective use of evidence of the headline and its relationship to the text below. It also should have been linked to the use of the picture. So, for example, the headline talking about going up and the person with the balloons, the picture isn't mentioned and the point isn't developed. So it can't be perceptive or detailed, and actually it drops here out of clear and relevant and back into some attempts to link the headline to the text, but not developed enough. There must be an explanation and an exploration of how the headline reinforces the picture, which engages the reader and makes them want to read the text. The candidate does then move into the effectiveness of the text, but there really isn't such a clear explanation. There are some quotes and the word peaceful, but this word peaceful again is not linked to the picture, and there really does need to be some analysis of the picture because it is very effective, bright, and uses connotative colours such as blue to suggest peace and the sky and freedom. So in all, this candidate has kind of moved from band 2 at times with 4 marks towards 5 marks in band 3, and again is on that CD borderline. But because of the lack of detail, it has prevented them being a strong band 3 candidate. And so let's now move on to the A candidate. In contrast, you can see that the A candidate has a sophisticated awareness of the headline's purpose and also understands its wider references. This also means that the A candidate has an understanding of the target audience of the article. They mention links between the language of the headline and the cultural references it makes. This shows a much greater understanding and sophistication in the response. There are detailed interpretations and perceptive comments, well supported by embedded quotations. This is a sophisticated response and actually shows that the candidate is very much in control of their material. By this point in the response, the picture, the headline, and the text below are all linked by references and clear and intelligent quotations. The candidate is offering detailed interpretation of the effect of the headline and the image. There is explanation and interpretation of effects. Technical vocabulary here enables the candidate to make perceptive comments. While as they move finally into their response, there is a detailed exploration. That means linking the effects, the purpose, and the effect on the reader together, and showing a much better and detailed response than the previous one. The sophistication grows as the candidate begins to explore the connotation of the image and use imaginative explanations about what the picture might mean, what the headline means, and what's being explained in the body of the text. This response is a thoroughgoing band for 8 out of 8, with a clear set of links established between the purpose of the headline and the image. These are linked to perceptive points using detailed examples and refer to the body of the story itself.